Welcome to Book Nook, your one-stop channel for diverse book reviews, summaries, and discussions. This is a space where we celebrate the love for books and the value they bring into our lives, from the thrill of a good mystery to the wisdom of a well-written self-help book. We explore works from a wide range of genres and authors, sharing insights and sparking conversations. Today we delve into an iconic book that has impacted millions worldwide, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Penned by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People is a classic in the self-help genre. Dale Carnegie, a writer and lecturer, crafted this masterpiece back in 1936, and since then it has become a beacon for those seeking to improve their interpersonal skills. This book, falling comfortably within the self-help genre, has transcended time, speaking to readers across different eras with its timeless wisdom. The impact of Carnegie's book is immense. It has sold millions of copies worldwide and continues to be a favorite among those who want to excel in their personal and professional lives. The book unfolds the secrets of successful communication and relationship building in an easy-to-understand manner. It's not just a book, it's a manual for enhancing your social skills and navigating through life gracefully and effectively. Now let's journey through this book, chapter by chapter. Chapter 1 of Carnegie's masterpiece introduces the concept of handling people. Now let's delve into the heart of this chapter. Carnegie begins by emphasizing an inescapable truth. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. He encourages us to never criticize, condemn, or complain, as it only serves to put others on the defensive. The author then goes on to suggest that appreciation and encouragement are much more effective than criticism. He posits that humans crave appreciation and validation, and fulfilling this need can help build strong relationships. It's about understanding others' perspectives and showing genuine interest in them. The key word here is genuine. People can sense insincere flattery a mile away. Carnegie also emphasizes the importance of smiling, remembering names, and being a good listener. These simple acts can work wonders in making others feel valued. He suggests that by making others feel important, we can influence their behavior. He also highlights that the only way to influence people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. It's not about manipulation, but about understanding and meeting others' needs and desires. This chapter sets the foundation for the rest of the book with its insightful advice. Carnegie's words remind us that success in any field largely depends on our ability to communicate effectively and empathetically with others. Chapter 2 dives into ways to make people like you. This chapter is brimming with insightful tips and techniques, all aimed at transforming your interactions and relationships. The first key takeaway is the importance of showing genuine interest in others. The book emphasizes that people are more likely to take a liking to you if they feel valued and understood. It's not about pretending to be interested, but truly listening and engaging with what others have to say. The second point is the power of a smile. A simple, warm smile can break barriers, making people feel comfortable and welcomed. It's a universal sign of friendliness that can light up any conversation. Next, the book highlights the significance of remembering and using people's names. Our names are a vital part of our identity, and hearing it from others makes us feel recognized and important. The chapter also expounds the virtue of being a good listener and encouraging others to talk about themselves. It argues that being a good listener is more impactful than being a good talker. By allowing others to share their stories, you make them feel important and heard. Lastly, the chapter discusses the importance of making the other person feel important, but in a sincere way. It's about appreciating the unique qualities and achievements of others, without any pretense or flattery. This chapter provides valuable tips that can be applied in everyday interactions. In Chapter 3, we learn how to win people to your way of thinking. This chapter is a goldmine of wisdom, providing a roadmap to effectively influence others' thoughts and perspectives. The chapter opens with an emphasis on the importance of avoiding arguments. It suggests that arguments are a futile endeavor, often leaving both parties more convinced of their own viewpoints. Instead, we should strive to understand others' perspectives, seeking common ground as a starting point for persuasion. Next, the chapter introduces the principle of respect for others' opinions. It stresses the importance of never saying, "You're wrong." This phrase only incites defensiveness and closes the door to further discussion. The key is to promote a sense of mutual understanding and respect. The chapter then dives into the art of influencing by asking questions. This technique ensures the other person feels involved in the process. It's a subtle way to guide them to your way of thinking without making them feel forced or coerced. Finally, the chapter discusses the power of admitting when we're wrong. It's a humbling yet powerful tool in winning people over. By demonstrating our humility and willingness to admit mistakes, we create space for others to lower their defenses and consider our viewpoint. In essence, Chapter 3 teaches us to approach conversations with empathy, respect, and humility. It's not about manipulation, but about understanding and influencing through genuine connection. This chapter equips readers with tools to positively influence others' thoughts. The final chapter, Chapter 4, teaches how to change others without giving offense or arousing resentment. This chapter delves deep into the art of peaceful persuasion. It emphasizes the importance of understanding that change is not something one can force upon another. Instead, it should be inspired. To do this effectively, one must approach the situation with a genuine desire to understand the other person's point of view, to empathize with their feelings, and to communicate in a respectful and considerate manner. One of the key takeaways from this chapter is the principle of framing your ideas in a way that appeals to the other person's interests. It's not about manipulating others to do what you want. It's about finding common ground and creating a win-win scenario. Show them how the change is beneficial to them, and you'll find they're much more willing to consider your perspective. Another significant point is the power of praise over criticism. People are more likely to change their behavior when they feel appreciated and valued, rather than belittled and condemned. The chapter emphasizes the value of recognizing and acknowledging the good in people, even when trying to influence a change in their behavior. Lastly, the chapter underscores the importance of patience and persistence. Change takes time and often requires consistent effort. But remember, the goal is not to win an argument, but to win a friend and influence change. This chapter concludes the book with a powerful lesson on influencing change. So, what are the key takeaways from how to win friends and influence people? The first and perhaps the most significant point is, always show genuine interest in others. This is not just about pretending to listen. It is about truly valuing the thoughts, feelings, and experiences of those around us, and letting that interest shine through in our interactions. Secondly, the book emphasizes the importance of smiling and being friendly. It is a simple and yet powerful way to make others feel comfortable around us. Remember, a smile costs nothing but gives much. Thirdly, the book teaches us the art of being a good listener. It guides us to encourage others to talk about themselves, as this is a surefire way to win their trust and friendship. This is because when people talk about themselves, they feel valued and understood. Fourthly, Dale Carnegie, the author, encourages us to talk in terms of the other person's interests. This helps in establishing a common ground, making the conversation more engaging and meaningful for both parties. Fifthly, the book stresses the importance of making the other person feel important. This can be done by giving sincere and honest appreciation. It's about acknowledging their efforts, talents, and achievements, and making them feel valued and respected. Lastly, the book advises us to avoid arguments, and instead, always try to understand the other person's point of view. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but understanding where they're coming from can help resolve conflicts and build stronger relationships. In conclusion, How to Win Friends and Influence People is a timeless guide that teaches us the value of empathy, understanding, and genuine interest in others. These lessons, if applied in our daily lives, can help us build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Remember, the essence of this book lies in understanding and valuing others. Do subscribe to Book Nook for more insightful book discussions. Until next time, keep reading and expanding your horizons.